Hello, hello, hello. What is up? It is me, Senzo, here again, and following up the previous episode, we are going to work on the blogs that are blog models, blog routes, and blog controllers. And let's start without any delay. So let's open our VS Code. Previously, we have done up to the middlewares, where we done with the auth middleware and the role middleware, and there was correction over there. There should be our operation. And now talking on this part, let's start making a blog model. So let's just create it. So let's import the mongoose. Mongoose equals to require mongoose, and here we need to create a schema. So for that we say blog schema equals to mongoose. So mongoose mongoose dot schema. Okay, and in the schema we need obviously a title. So let's say title, and its type should be of string, and let's say trim also be true. For now, let's just make it up to this, and then we'll need a content. So content type also should be string, and trim be also true. Okay, one more thing we need is required also. So let's keep it as required, also be true. Here also required be also true. Yeah. The other thing we need in a blog model is one is the user, like who have created that particular blog. So its type should be of mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id. Yeah, and it should also be required as true. Okay, and that's it. No, one more thing is ref reference, that's and that should be of user. Yeah, this much should be fine. And talking about the likes one, so let's handle the likes part over from here. And the common for the common one, we will be creating a new model, and that will be handled from the separate controller for that. So for the like one, let's just do from here. So its type should be uh, I think a bit correction over here. So let's make the likes be an array, and its type should be as obviously mongoose dot schema dot types dot set dot object id. Oh my god, today my typing has been so much messed up. Yeah, and this should be enough, I guess. And one more thing, its reference also should be of type user. Since the users are going to like the blogs, so its reference also should be taken from the user. Then the final part we missed is the timestamp. That should be also, yeah, and that's it. And the next one is now const blog equals to mongoose dot model, where we say blog and schema be blog schema. Yeah, that's all, and we have to just export it. Module dot export equals to blog. It's fine. Then let's just create our controller for the blog. We need blog.controller.js and a root for it. So let's just create a root also. So blog.roots dot yes. Yeah, and in the blog controller we need some functions for us like get all blogs, asynchronous request response, and next. Oh shit, yeah. Next, we need this one. Then export dot not exports dot get blog by id, and that also should be async request slash response slash next. Ah, it's the same mistake again. Okay, and few more are there. Then we are just gonna add in the later one. So in the router, we need to set up some things like const express equals to require express, and we need a router. So we just say router equals to express dot router, and down below here we say module dot exports equals to router, and here we say router dot get dot again let's say for slash no, and we say get all blocks. Yeah, and inside the get all block function we need some things. Let's make a try catch block first, and here in try catch block we have to find the blocks first. Const blocks equals to await our blog model dot find. Simply we have to do this, and after finding the block we have to check if the block is an empty. Yeah, so we say like if blocks dot length equals to 0, then we have to return a message. Sorry, here the spelling is a bit mistake. Return restart status 44 dot json no blocks available. Then as a response, then we have to respond that restart status 200.json. Yeah, that's it. What we have to do in the get all blocks. It simply does what is that it finds the block from the model, and if the length of the blocks is 0, then it simply returns blocks are not available, and if there is available, then it returns the block actually, and that is what it has to do. And then for the catching error, we just say return.status 500.json error.message. Mm, okay, this should be fine enough. Oh, I'm adding the next over here. We do not need the next for now. Here, let's just remove this. Then try catch plug another for the get blog by ID. So for that, we have to take the ID from the parameter. So let's the ID equals to request dot params, and we have to search for that blog. So we say const blog equals to await blog dot find by id, and its id should be that id. Then after that, it have to simply see if that blog is available. If that blog is not available, then we should say return raise dot status 404.json blog not available, blog not found. So it should be better. And if that is available, then we have to say is dot status 200.json, and in that it has to return that blog. Okay, that's it. And catch, we have to copy the same message over here and send it that. That's it. Okay, and next for that we have to work for the creating the blog. So let's say exports.createBlog. That should be also a synchronize function, request response and brackets. Okay, let's take the values from in the destructure form. So it comes from a requested body, so we need simply a title, and another thing is we need content that comes from request.body. Sorry. Okay, and we also need the user. So that's coming from user id equals to request dot user dot underscore id. So the requested user is came from our middleware. So if you see in the middleware authentication middleware, you see over here request user, and that the same value is used over here requested user, and the id from that inside it. And the first thing while creating we have to do is const blog equals to await and blog dot create, first of all the title, then content, and the last one is user, and the user should be of user id. That's it. And let me see in the blog model, and there is only likes, so the required part is only these three, so I have successfully kept over that, and it should be enough for it. Then simply I have to response dot status be 200 dot json, and json here we need to show that blog in the response, and that's it. And we need to copy this same message from the cat's blog and save over here. Okay, fine. It should be enough over here. And then let's work on the third part, fourth part actually. Exports dot update blog. One is this one length, and request response by cat's block. And the one we left is exports dot delete blog. Okay, I remember one more thing. Let me just show you what is that. Let me just. So for deleting the blog, we are just doing the soft delete. So for that, we say we create a model. We do some changes in the model. So we say is deleted be the type of boolean, and default it should be value of false. Okay, and for the object blog, we need id from the parameter. So we need request dot request dot parents, and we need some values from the body. Those are title, and then the next one is content request dot body. Yeah, and here we have to see if the user if the owner of that user is the person who is trying to edit that one or not. So for that we do, first of all, we have to find the blog, if that blog is available in the database or not. So through that id we say const blog equals to await blog dot find by id, and we send that id over there. And after that, after we get that blog from that database, we have to check if that blog is yes or not. So let's not just copy this one code over here. I'm just being a bit lazy. Okay, and after that we have to see if the owner of the blog is the same or not. So const is owner equals to uh, blog dot user dot string. So what we have done over here is we check that if the blog owner is the one who requested that or not. So from the token we get the requested user.id, and from that id we verify from the actual blog we have stored in a database. If two of these values matches, then the its owner value will be true, and then only if that is not the owner, then we say return erase the status that says phone rate 3 dot json, and the message be not the owner of blog. Else then we have to do the changes. For that we say if the title is not empty, I mean if there is title, then we say blog dot title equals to title, and if there is content, then blog dot content equals to content, and we simply do blog dot save. There should be a wait blog dot save, and after that we have to send a message restore status that's 200 dot json blog updated successfully, and let's send that value also blog. Okay, and let's just copy and paste this one over from here. Okay, and also same thing with the delete one. So we do try catch blog. We need that id from the requested parent, and we have to source for that blog, and if we have to check if that is the owner or not, then we have to just copy this one, and then finally we have to delete that. So we do await and do blog dot delete. No, I said it should be only soft deleted. So we do is blog dot it's deleted be true. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, but then blog dot save. Yeah. Blog dot save, and after that we say the response dot status stone rate dot json, and the message it be blog deleted successfully. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, that's it, and that is all we have to do over here. Nothing is else. So let's just check if these all are working or not, but before that we have to set all the routers. So let's do everything router dot slash post id get blocks by id. Okay, and router dot post. Let's say for we need to add the authentication middleware. Where is my authentication middleware? It's not showing. Cut you. Auto middleware, and we need a role middleware. Role middleware, and it will be available for user and admin and super admin. Create blog and router dot post, not a post, let's say patch. We need the id and same art middleware, role middleware. We say user admin super admin update block. Yeah, and finally the last one is delete one. So we say router dot delete id as same as auth middleware, role middleware. Here is user admin and yeah, that's all set for our blog root. And in the server.js we need do some more thing. So we say const blog root equals to require dot slash root slash blog roots and add dot use API slash blog. And here we say to use blog root. Okay, in the blog root, yeah, let's start our server now. Where is what? How many VS Code is now opened? Okay, please. We say mongoose over here, and we start here. Start. So okay, our database has been connected successfully, and the server is running. MongoDB server is running on the background. Let's create first of all a user. So simply do the register one, and over here we need username be xyz, and password be ah xyz. I think I'm missing one more here. Email, and that should be xyz @gmail.com. And here's a one more comma, and let me do the type of post. If I do, yeah, I'm getting the token, and let me just copy that token and paste over here. And now let's create a blog. So let's do, yeah, it should be type of post API slash, yeah, blogs. Obviously, we have done with blogs. So for the blog root, and while creating, we do not need anything. So that means slash, it's fine. And for creating a blog, we need the values are title and content. So from the blog app, we need to remove, okay, laptop key. We have to remove this one, and we say title hello world, and the content be hi hello bye. Okay, let's try to create a blog. Can't post the blog for not found. Okay, I have missed a slash API over here. That's why it was showing me the error. So let me just try again. Yeah, and our blog is creating successfully. And here's the values. It shows like title be hello world, content be hello bye, user ID over here is deleted is set as false. Likes are there are empty arrays for now, and ID is here created and updated, and then that's it. It is created successfully, and it's in a proper way. And then let's try with editing it. If we say if we take this ID of that blog, okay, let's just copy over here, and we send the value for ID over here. Oh, sorry, what's this? I copied this one and but okay. And if I paste over here and it's in patch hello world, and I say exclamatory hi hello bye, not a bye, what a bye, and ask for the changes. Yeah, blog updated successfully. It is working absolutely fine. Okay, and let's do create a one more. Then let's create one more blog. Hello world. Let's not remove this hello world. Yahoo. Okay, and over here we say I don't know what to say, but I can only say uh say here is hi, and let's do this post. Okay, a new one more blog is created. Let's do the type get, then I get two blogs that belongs to me. And if I want to take only one blog from the blog, uh, if I want to take only one blog, then I just to copy over here and slash here, then I get only that blog that is handled by getBlog by id. If you see over here, I have done getBlog by id, and it doesn't have any middlewares. It can be done by anyone. And the last one is delete one. So let me just try the delete. What do you think? It's gonna be delete or not? Okay, let's try it. Okay, it cannot delete the blog API. Okay. Um, I am getting that error. Okay, I'm missing a slash over here. That's why I getting the error. Then if I send the error now again, okay. Okay, why it's saying the same error again? But I have done the changes. I do did the changes over here. Okay, here's dot. It should become okay. Now I should be working. Yeah, blog deleted successfully, and it's working absolutely fine. So here is our episode ends, and if you think this video was useful, then drop a comment. And until the next time, keep learning, keep building, and always remember, cool your brain. Thanks for watching. Peace out.